2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Welcome back to Teaching Crypto. This is Mr. FOMO with today's crypto headlines. Before we get started, please like, subscribe, and share these videos. It really helps us with the YouTube algorithm, and you help us build our channel up to 1,000 subscribers, which is where we're trying to get at the moment. First things first, today, big banks set aside $4 billion for a recession. JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Citigroup, Bank of America, they all set aside collectively $4 billion for loan loss provisions. This is money that they expect won't be paid back by borrowers. I'm not sure if this is a canary in the coal mine for, a recession or a downturn, or if this is finally banks just using sound financial planning, but we'll have to keep an eye on these kinds of stories to make sure that we're not putting our money into a market that's about to turn sour. The IRS has taken a special interest. This is our second story. The IRS has taken a special interest in the FTX bankruptcy case. Now, this could be for two reasons, according to the article. This could be for a John Doe summons to seek out tax evaders. So people who are possible creditors of FTX who plan to evade taxes, I would encourage you to make sure you file your taxes this year. Also, this could be the IRS working on guidance for creditors to claim losses without waiting for bankruptcies to completely play out. So this actually could be a good thing for creditors in bankruptcy cases like FTX, Voyager, Celsius, all the other, the list goes on and on, all the other bankruptcy cases. So this could be the IRS doing a good thing for us. So we'll have to keep an eye on that as well. Next up, is Sam Bankman-Fried losing his mind? Now, that would be an interesting defense for a financial crime. I'm not quite sure it works. So far, he has denied all of the allegations against him, all of the charges. It would be interesting to see him also plead some sort of weird insanity. I know that that's not what the article is saying, but for him to deny and also appear to be insane in public would be a lot different than his cohorts have been acting, because they have all admitted guilt. They've all cut deals. They're all going to do time. They're all going to pay fines. It's still up in the air what's going to happen to SBF. So we'll see how this works out. An insanity defense works for a murder case, kind of. If someone successfully pleads insanity, they still have to spend time in a mental institution. So it's still not a great it's not a great defense even for a murderer. But I'm not sure that this is something that could work for a financial criminal. But he is still in a lot of hot water, but he is still the only one that has not admitted guilt. BTC is getting hot. Now, I want everyone to remember, don't get caught up in the euphoria of all of this. I know there's a little bit of marketing in this article as well with the bull picture there. But we're regaining the FTX losses. After FTX went tits up in November, you have the market falling apart quite a bit. And now we're starting to regain everything from that capitulation. So let's not get too caught up in the euphoria. We're not anywhere near the halving. So we here at Teaching Crypto aren't quite sure that we're hitting a bull market. We think that the market is just regaining the health after the FTX collapse. Speaking of FTX, the Department of Justice, or the U.S. Department of Justice, has seized Robinhood shares. The Robinhood shares total about $450 million. And they also took control of $20 million in U.S. currency. And so we'll see how that plays out. But it seems like they're finding more and more money that they're either going to be able to pay back to creditors or they'll be able to use in payment of fines and various other things. So it looks like they are finding a lot of money and a lot of things that they can give back to creditors. I wish there was more like that happening in the Voyager and Celsius, and again the list of various crypto exchanges that went bankrupt. I wish there was more good news in those cases where people were going to get back more money, but we'll have to wait and see on those. But this is good news that the Department of Justice is taking control of this, because you'll remember that SPF had clearly, or had earlier, tried to lay claim to this as well as others. So we would like this to be in control of the Department of Justice so that it can be used to pay back creditors. Finally, the top movers in the last 24 hours, you've got some great project moving here in the top 100. Compound, Solana, Decentraland, Helium, Near Protocol, Phantom, all great projects, all ones that we've either covered or that we will cover in the future here on Teaching Crypto. And it looks like all the ones that are struggling are either projects that are having trouble, or they are projects that are stable coins. Top movers in the last 7 days: Gala Games, big moves, 100% in the last 7 days. Aptos, Solana, Decentraland, Optimism, Compound, all big movers. It's good to see the top 100 moving like this, and it's great to see people making money. Make sure you're taking profits aggressively. Remember that people who take profits don't go broke. The strugglers, again, we're looking at stable coins that are struggling here at the bottom of the list. In the last 7 days, the market is on the move, lots of green, and I hope lots of you are making money out there. That's all for today's crypto headlines. This is Mr. FOMO. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you next time on Teaching Crypto.